Welcome back. If you're in the Navy, you know the importance of physical fitness. In our next segment, Petty Officer Benjamin Lewis takes a look at how one sailor's experience meeting a wounded Marine helped him take physical fitness to a whole new level and created awareness of a caring institution, Fisher House.
The sun and the blistering heat of the Arabian Gulf is no match for the determination of Commander David Haas.
I think the heat index right now is 130. Pretty hot. I got a lot of hydration. The mental side of the house, riding stationary for 5 hours at a time on a Saturday or Sunday morning kind of makes you mentally either insane or prepared.
You heard him right, 5 hours on a stationary bike. As if there's not enough heat being the commanding officer of the guided missile frigate USS Thatch, Haas has to juggle his time between running daily maritime operations and, well, running. But this isn't about being within Navy fitness standards. He has another goal in mind as he stares out at the horizon: the Ironman World Championship.
It's more than just a race to me. I want to show my sailors that I've earned the price of that salute they give me.
The Ironman is an intense race starting off with a 2.4-mile rough water ocean swim, followed by a 112-mile bike ride through the lava fields of Kona, Hawaii, and finishes off with a 26.2-mile marathon. Training for a triathlon isn't easy on a 453-foot ship, so every day Commander Haas is either on the treadmill or bike for hours on end. Since he can't jump overboard anytime he wants to train for the swim portion of the Ironman, he does the next thing available, the row machine and climbing machine. And while he trains all those long hours, he thinks.
Think about ship stuff. I plan. It's actually some of my best time to think. A lot of time I'm planning where the ship needs to go, what I think the ship's weaknesses are, what I need to improve upon, both in training or materially.
It was his unique training environment and his ability to adapt and overcome that got the attention of NBC Sports. A crew came to the ship to highlight Haas during his preparation for the championship.
This is the first time that we have actually been on board a ship and seen the relationship of a commander with his crew. And basically the love that each have for the other and working together. And I think Commander Haas is a credit to the Navy, as I think this crew is a credit to the Navy. I just think it's a phenomenal story.
A phenomenal story with an extraordinary character. Commander Haas is competing in this year's Ironman for many reasons: his family, his sailors, and to raise awareness for the Fisher House. It was a trip to Naval Medical Center, Bethesda, Maryland years ago that inspired him to support the organization that gives aid to families of wounded service members.
We had a Marine. My boss walked up, said something to him in the ICU. He had tubes down his throat. He had suffered a head wound, pretty badly swollen. And my boss said something, and you heard hooah through the tubes. It's tough on those sailors and soldiers, but you know, it's really hard on the families. And Fisher House, they build houses for people to stay in for free while their servicemen is cared for. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Not only does Commander Haas keep the welfare of others in mind, he knows how imperative fitness is to mission readiness.
Our job is to get ordnance on target when called and to conduct prompt and sustained combat operations at sea. IA fitness works on the sustained piece. The better in shape people are, the more bullets they can move from gun mounts, the longer they can last in a self-contained breathing apparatus, the more people they can carry in stretcher bearers, the farther they can move that P100 pump if need be, and the more alert they are on watch to prevent any of that I just said happening.
This philosophy on mission and fitness going hand in hand is clear even in the ship's motto, Fit to Fight. And for many Thatch sailors, their commanding officer embodies this motto and inspires them to do the same.
I was a smoker for quite a number of years. I was working on quitting on and off for a few months. Got orders to this ship, found out all about the CEO and my chain of command and what he did, and I just thought if the CEO is leading command PT, I want to be right up there. And I would just be in a lot better shape if I just quit smoking.
We all have our days, you know, where it just seems like everything's coming down on our head. You know, you see the CO just every day, no matter what. And pretty sure that he has a lot more to deal with than us. Seeing him work out through the day definitely inspires us to put things in perspective and make our problems minute.
I got 229 great sailors on board this ship who are working tremendously hard to make sure that they execute their missions. The ship is remaining cool. The system is every combat system is operating up here in this environment where it's 115, 120 degrees during the day, seawater injection temp in excess of 100 degrees, to making sure that everything operates. It takes an awful lot of hard work on 229 great sailors. And they're doing that day in and day out. And it's awesome to see. It inspires me.
As Commander Haas closes in on the finish line of that elusive Ironman title, he imagines he will be thinking about several things as he uses his final ounce of energy to cross the line.
I know I'll be thinking about these guys. And what I want to cross the finish line with is with the thatch ball cap on my hat. And I may go 4-3.
For All Hands Television, I'm Petty Officer Benjamin Lewis.